second. Hello, and welcome to the start of my weapon guides for Escape from Tarkov. My name is Freakatoid, and today I will be going over the Mosin bolt-action rifle. I wanted to get this guide finished before the upcoming wipe to possibly assist anybody who is either learning the game or skeptical about using a bolt-action. Before we dive into the gameplay breakdown of this weapon, I will first go over its basic stats. First up, damage. It's what everybody wants to see, right? Regardless of the ammo used, the head, arms, and legs can be destroyed in one shot on PMCs and most scabs. The stomach is also possible to destroy in one shot, only if it is unprotected. Even when unprotected, however, the thorax is a minimum 2 shots to destroy. Like most bolt-action rifles, you should be trying to hit the head or thorax as often as possible. Next up, Ergo and Weight. Now I'm going to break this down into the 3 versions you can buy through the traders. The long barrel or sniper/infantry variant, the Carbine variant, and the Obrez variant. Starting off with the standard infantry and sniper Mosin, they share an ergo of 12 and a weight of about 4.9 kilograms. The Carbine version is a slightly faster option, having an ergo of 22 and a weight of 4.49 kilograms. Lastly, the Obrez or Baby Mosin has an ergo of 31 and a weight of 3.1 kilograms. Rate of fire may not seem like a stat that would be too important to know on a bolt action, but it is important to note that most of the bolt actions in the game are different in this regard. For the Mosin, all variants share the same 30 RPM. The Mosin is one of the few bolt actions in the game that has an MOA that is actually higher than 1.0. which in this case is a lower accuracy than most other weapons in the category. Regardless, the standard or sniper Mosin holds an impressive MOA of 1.31. The Carbine variant holds an MOA of 2.41, which is the equivalent of a standard AKM. And the Obrez? It has the accuracy of some SMGs with a 6.53 MOA. Another part of the weapon's accuracy comes from its great bullet velocity. The standard Mosin holds an impressive 988 meters per second, the Carbine with 960 meters per second, and the Obrez with 881 meters per second. In raid, this will mean that you don't really have to consider bullet drop until you reach extreme ranges of 150 meters or more, even with iron sights. The Mosin is available as soon as you load up the game for the very first time within the wipe. Prapor will sell you both the standard and Carbine infantry Mosins for around 35k rubles. It should be noted, however, that you don't have access to any mods for these versions at this time. You do have access to a barter trade for the sniper variant, but upon reaching loyalty level 2 with Prapor, you'll be able to purchase it for rubles. The sniper variant has access to the Kochachov mount for a PU scope. Lastly, at loyalty level 2 with mechanic, you can barter trade for the Obrez Mosin, which comes with a tri-mount for scopes and tactical devices. Most of the ammo for the Mosin will accomplish the same shots to kill on PMCs and most scabs. The ammo chart for the round shows the only major difference between them is penetration chance. Early on, you will really only have access to buying LPS ammo plus whatever you can find on scabs. Apart from BS ammo, the shots to kill don't change against unprotected or lightly protected targets. Just be aware of ricochet chance on these bullets, as it can happen more often than you think. The Mosin is a weird case in the bolt action category. It has a lot of personal customization, but the main issue is that this gun gains pretty much all of its customization through the quest line called Tarkov Shooter. This quest is divided into 8 different parts, and although I won't get into too much detail about each and every single one of them, most players have difficulty getting past part 4. This part of the quest is what starts to open up the amount of modding you can do, but also requires you to use bolt actions for quite a while. Most people tend to work towards this quest by simply bringing a cheap bolt action into raid and constantly reloading it with the sniper skill. Moving on to the actual mods, the Mosin has some unique muzzle attachments, but the only one I'd really consider is the one that increases the accuracy of the gun. The Mosin also has its own unique suppressor, which is out of the way of the iron sights in case you want to use it that way. There are also two different chassis you can unlock for the Mosin. The Monte Carlo stock, which is lighter and adds more ergo, and the Archangel stock, which increases ergo, along with including a 10-round detachable magazine. For most people, when you unlock the tri-mount for the Mosin, it will quickly become your go-to, as it is pretty much the only way to add any laser or flashlight to the Mosin. My personal favorite mod for the Mosin has to be the PU 3.5x scope, as it is incredibly cheap and still a solid sight for the gun. Now that we are done with the stats and customization of the Mosin, let's get into some gameplay with each one. Firstly, we should look at the standard Mosin and the Carbine Mosin. During the early wipe, this is the quickest way to have a high armor piercing weapon, or at the very least, something you can depend on to pack a mean punch. The very first time you use them, you may notice that missed shots are the fastest way to expose your position and get you killed by other players. In a sense, this gun will quickly train you to be patient and wait for the perfect moment to go for the kill. This sense will help with other weapons when taking an opening shot for sure, but because of how important it is at this point, it will mold you into a better shot. The iron sights are basic, but usable even at extended ranges. As it is a powerful bullet, you can easily snipe out some of the more armored scavs and bosses like guards. Just remember to keep a count on how many shots you have taken, to avoid that click.
I got one.
The Sniper variant grants you the ability to use the PU 3.5x scope, which in my opinion is the bread and butter of the Mosin. It was my personal favorite throughout the wipe and used it quite frequently. There are of course two different important traits you want in a sniper, and the Mosin has the mods available to suit. I recommend the Archangel stock for those who prefer much easier ammo management, while the Monte Carlo stock lightens the weapon significantly enough to increase how long your arm stamina will hold it still. Alright, I killed one player.
Alright, I'm gonna move now. I got him!
The tri-mount will allow you to turn even the non-sniper variant into a long-range contender, along with making short-range more viable with lasers.
Copy.
Yep, there's a guy in gray. No, shot, I got him!
The Obrez excels in shorter ranges, that is the lightest and fastest option out of all the Mosins. While there are better close-range options available in general, this is one of the best for fast and deadly. Just don't expect to be accurate past 50 meters.
Another fucking Glock.
Did that not kill him? Yeah, I'm taking the shots.
I'm coming to cardio ship right now.
I just...
Push through. Oh, this is me coming.
I'll for you in a second.
Thought I brought that key.
He's dead.
I hope you enjoyed this video and perhaps learned something new. Be sure to subscribe.